Well, we're back with this game, and it's just after the update, and I think this game is losing its character. As you can see right now, it doesn't look like H1. It does not. They've dropped the name King the Kill, and they've taken... Okay, guys, I'm gonna need a monologue here, so I'm gonna need none of you to talk.
I am so bad at this game. I am so good at this game. Guns are bad.
Fucking little kid. Okay, it's losing its character. It should have been stayed with King of the Kill. It should have stayed with the old loading screen how it looked originally. It should have. Like, I think the combat update was just kind of a downhill motion. And the reason I say that is because everything about the combat update kinda sucked. The only thing that even maybe was good was the look change. Just because it graphically enhanced. But the thing is, it's ruining... Well, not ruining, it's losing its character because it's kind of like Call of Duty. It's kind of like Advanced Warfare to Infinite Warfare. At least in my eyes, for character loss. Infinite Warfare isn't the same as MW1. Advanced Warfare isn't the same as MW1. So you get to this stage of none of it is even close to how it used to be. Like, you're gonna get into a point where H1, no one's gonna know what King of the Kill is in the future. No one's gonna know what it originally looked like. The sound design isn't the same. You know, so much stuff isn't the same. And yes, change is good. But not all change is good. So you get to a point where it's like, why did they change this? Is it to keep up with Battlegrounds? Yeah, obviously. And they're trying to make it look more like Battlegrounds. You can also see some of the new weapons that they're releasing. They're going to be adding attachments. They're probably going to change the look of the backpacks. They're probably going to be adding skins for a crossbow. Like, you know, they're going to be adding so much stuff, and they're just going to be changing so much stuff. And so it's just like, well, the original players are just kind of, well, they're not, like the people who played Z1 and the people who actually, you know, like, 37, I-37K, he played Z1, and he's like, oh, you know, this is totally different. This is not like H1, you know, all that stuff. Even the combat update, he was like, oh, you know, they should just remaster H1. I didn't take that, did I? Did I take that? I mean, I do have a laminated, so I don't really think anyone can kill me. At least, if my shots are well, and I'm good at aiming. But we all know that's not going to happen, because I suck at aiming. And plus, this is my first game. So, but, yeah, I haven't really seen anyone talk about really what I brought up is just how it's losing its character. And I think that a lot more people should actually be talking about that, because if they don't understand what they're doing, TG7 Fender. I don't know why that made me laugh, but it did. But I think they should, just because H1 doesn't know what it's doing at all. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that H1 has zero clue on game design, or just, you know, knowing what the fans want. And so, hey, Windows Ski. I like that guy's name. But you get into the point where, again, with Call of Duty, it's not so much that they went into future Call of Duty, because you can see Black Ops 2 did well. It's just the fact that what they did with it, I think Advanced Warfare would have been a welcome thing if it had, first, a better community. Like, if it was in a community that, well, frankly, just wasn't the Call of Duty community. Call of Duty community is terrible. But the thing is, if it wasn't the Call of Duty community, and if it was released after, like, Black Ops 3, I think people would have actually loved the game. I personally enjoyed it, but I can get where people didn't enjoy it. I totally understand it. A lot of people just said that, like, it was pay to win. It really wasn't. Oh, hey, Car, how are you? It wasn't pay to win. The only time it was pay to win is when you had two evenly skilled players and one was using a elite variant and you weren't using a variant. The only time it was actually overpowered. And even then, it was very, very scarcely when two people were extremely, like, the same skill. That's extremely rare in Call of Duty. And so it's just kind of annoying because you hear all these people complaining, and these people just sucked at the game. And so they'd be like, oh, why am I losing? Well, because he has a variant. Well, no, it's because your map, positioning, terrible, like, and so it's just like a bunch of people whining about it. I personally thought it was tired, as you can tell, but I personally thought that it was kind of annoying. Like, if, just because some guy got luckier than you, he could, outshoot you. Damn it, I wanted that helmet. GG.
You're so fucking trash. It's weird.
Okay, man.
I hit your land me off and helmeted you, and then point blank you, and then you don't die, and then like holy fuck,
I said
this is fucking
GG,
weird.
man.
You're a shitter. It's weird.
Why is that weird, man? I know I'm terrible at the game. You can tell he's not the happiest cucumber. I don't really know why he's a cucumber, but he's not the happiest of all the cucumbers. Because if he was, well, he wouldn't act like that. Why do people just get so fucking angry? Like, I get it. I get annoyed at this game. 110%. But holy hell. How much shit did he have on him? You don't need all of this. Unless you're just, like... Fucking hell. Damn it, me. Need all that, need that, need... Oh, I can drop, basically, all of these. There. Now drop. Loot 1. Okay. But again, it's like you get people who just get angry because, well, they're bad at the game, and they don't get that, all that stuff. But, and then people also get really pissed, and so then it's just kind of a spiraling down of toxicity, again. You just gonna AK me? just AK'd me? Of course, I get AK'd. Whatever. Also, look at this. Look at this logo. That logo looks so fucking shit. Like, you know what? I'm trying to be as... Yes, that also really pissed me off. I'm trying to be as, like, constructive in the sense of, okay, you're losing character, you know, you should change this. But in reality, it looks so bad. I was talking to my friend about this too. It's like, the H1Z1 looks terrible alone. That's my opinion. Like, it should just have King of the Kill. I think, like, also another thing, yes, I get where they say, like, okay, you know, King of the Kill is, you know, the name might ban it from some countries. You know how cool that name is? King of the Kill? Like, you're the king of killing people? That's not really, you know what I mean? That sounds so freaking cool. Like, you are the king of the kill. That's awesome. And then it's just like, oh, let's just make it H1 because they're trying to compete with PUBG, but H1 will last longer than PUBG. Easily. Like, there is no contest in that. And the reason is because, for one, Chinese people, they're not going to stop playing H1. If the Americans, yes, they can stop playing H1. But then you get into the Chinese people, H1 will go on for years in China because of how insanely popular it is over there. So it's like, okay, maybe not years, but still, like, at least in PUBG, PUBG isn't as popular as, you know, and at least I don't think in China. But see, look at that backpack, that her crossbow, they look totally different. I really hope they don't change the backpacks, or, you know, they can change the backpacks, but just make them, don't change the backpacks that, like the military backpacks. That's the big problem with what I have, with the new, the two big things that I have with changing the AK skins and the AR skins and changing how the game looks, personally, is, for one, if you spent $150 on an AR skin, patriotic AR, okay, whatever, and then they change that, and so it looks terrible to you, and so you basically just wasted $150. Same thing with, okay then. Can I stop fucking reloading my shotgun that I don't have? Stop reloading. But, like, what you should do... Thank you, Mike, for peeking. But what they should do is just have the ability to revert back to the original, how H1 looked originally. Or just really at any, like, change. Because I would revert back to when it was just before they changed it right now. I like that, and I get it. I 100% get it of why they don't want to change it and why they're doing that. But the thing is, I would get it if the company is a good company, like Bethesda, where they're just like, okay, you know, the player base is dying, we need to change it up. Daybreak isn't like that. Daybreak is in it only for the money. Stop fucking reloading. Daybreak is only in it for the money. Oops. Stop fucking reloading. Holy hell. There's more than one.
What the fuck
GG.
are you doing, you bot?
Shot
Dude, you're
Jesus,
using
you're
an AK.
literally
What
the
the fuck?
biggest fucking bot ever.
I am a bot. Don't worry. I'm an amazing bot, though, with bot-like features. Within
fucking
mercenary
trash.
AR. I'm not trash. That's not nice. Fucking, of course, there's gonna be a guy who's gonna rush us. I don't know what to do. Okay. I made it. Made it out of there alive. Nope, fuck you. Okay. I don't want to die here. GG. Okay, you scared me a little bit. GG, Flashy. I didn't know he was that close, man. Flashy, don't try to AK him. Don't be scum. Don't do it. That scared me so much. I didn't know he was close. Came around the corner, just bam. No. Dang it. See, you usually don't death dog, but dog, if you're trying to use a fucking AK, that's where, also new skin right there. Right on that AK. Also a new attachment, a duct tape attachment, which is an extended mag, or double clip. A new backpack skin, and then they're bringing back the axe. Basically what they're gonna be. Bringing back the axe. What I was trying to say. I think I said axe. I don't really know. But still. Like, it's just, they're bringing so much stuff. Like, I liked H1 where, and a lot of other people too that I talked to, they liked it where it was just like the AR. The AR fights, because...
Hey, you think you're cool doing that? Watch this, I'm gonna show you another exploit.
Okay, well, the thing is, you go into, like, an AR battle. You know, the other person, if they're better with an AR, they're probably going to win. There is not, like, in PUBG, it's a lot more on who has the best weapon, where, like, and that's the really, really cool part about H1 is because there's not as many guns, so it's more of just, it's who is better with, whatever gun, but, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, like, what it's going to end up as, or if they're going to revert it, or just how it's going to run its course, but I personally really hope they revert it. Well, we can only hope.